Beyond religion, for thousands of years, humanity has searched for God. Great temples have been built, sacred texts have been written, and elaborate rituals have been performed, all in an effort to understand and connect with the divine. Religion has provided structure, laws, and traditions to guide people in their faith. But deep within every heart lies a longing for something more than just rituals and rules. It is a yearning not for a system, but for a relationship. Not for obligation, but for closeness. Religion at its best offers a framework for faith. It brings people together, teaches moral principles, and provides guidance on how to live a righteous life. But sometimes in the pursuit of religious duty, people lose sight of what truly matters. They become so focused on the laws, the customs, and the traditions that they forget the very reason behind it all: God Himself. Some follow religious practices not out of love, but out of fear. They obey the rules, but their hearts remain unchanged. Their faith becomes mechanical, their worship a mere routine. Yet God has never desired empty rituals. He has always longed for something deeper, a personal and life-changing connection with His people. To walk with God is not simply to follow a set of rules, but to truly know Him. It is a relationship built on love, trust, and daily communion. It is not just reciting prayers, but having heartfelt conversations with Him. It is not about proving one's worth, but embracing His grace. The Bible is filled with stories of those who went beyond religion and found an intimate relationship with God. King David, though flawed, was called a man after God's own heart because he longed for a personal connection with the Lord. The prophets were not just rule followers. They wrestled with God, questioned Him, and obeyed out of love, not mere obligation. Jesus Himself challenged the religious leaders of His time, not because they followed the law, but because they had turned faith into a rigid system, prioritizing tradition over love, rules over kindness, and outward appearances over true devotion. Jesus came to break the chains of empty religion and open the way for a real relationship with God. He spoke of God not as a distant ruler, but as a loving Father. He invited people not just to follow Him, but to walk with Him, to abide in Him, to trust in His goodness, and to be transformed by His love. True faith is not a checklist to complete. It is a journey to embark upon. It is not about following rules. It is about following a person. So how does one move from religion to a relationship? It begins in the heart. It means letting go of the belief that we must earn God's love and instead embracing the truth that He already loves us. It means seeking Him outside the walls of a church, encountering Him in everyday life, and inviting Him into our struggles. It means surrendering our deepest wounds to Him and trusting that His grace is enough. Faith is not about performance, it is about presence. When someone truly experiences this relationship, everything changes. Faith is no longer confined to a Sunday service or repetitive prayers. It becomes an ongoing daily walk with God, a continuous conversation, a life fueled by His love. Religion may introduce us to God, but a relationship draws us close to Him. And when that happens, fear turns into faith, duty transforms into delight, and ritual becomes relationship. This is God's invitation to every person, not to simply follow a religion, but to enter into a deep, unshakable relationship with Him. The most valuable thing is not a religion, but a real, lasting friendship with the one who made, loves, and saves us. You will never be the same after getting into that relationship.